Hey everybody, it's Alex Youngblood and I'm back at you today with another video about finding motivated sellers. Now, these motivated sellers are the best when it comes to timeline because timeline is everything when it comes to making a decision. When we want to deal with motivated sellers, we want people that need to sell, not want to sell. And pre-foreclosure is somebody that absolutely needs to do something. They either need to reinstate their mortgage with the bank, they either need to sell it, or they need to walk away from it. That's it. Those are their options. So by us getting in front of these people, we can present a solution that maybe that they can find beneficial. Another thing I love about pre-foreclosures is they're great opportunities for taking properties subject to the mortgage. And it works out great for the seller because then they can have their payments made and their credit starts to come back up again after being in a bad situation. So it works for everybody. So let's go ahead and take a look here real quick on how to go about getting pre-foreclosures that happen every single month over and over and over again in your market so you can start finding these sellers today. So if we were going to go into a market and let's say we're going to go into the Richmond market. We simply put our address or our city in the top. We go to our filter and we're going to go with any. We're going to go to our quick list. We're going to go to pre-foreclosures, property characteristics. We're going to want single family. And MLS status, we are going to go with ones that are off the market. And as far as foreclosure status, we are going to go with a notice of trustee sale, notice to default, list pendants. We don't want trustee's deed and we don't want other or notice of rescission because that means the property is no longer in pre-foreclosure. Our auction date, we want to set this out about at least 2 weeks ahead, unless you are well capitalized, meaning you have money to take properties down. But for instance, if I was to select here, and then go to the max, then that's going to give me a good list to work with. What I mean by not giving yourself too short of a timeline is because you may not be able to either flip the contract or not get all your ducks in a row in order to close on the property. So 2 weeks in ahead is really good. You can say if you want vacant or not. As far as the value, we can set a value. We can say, we want properties 150 to 250 or 50 to 100. It all depends on what market you're in. Equity, this is the most important thing. We're going to go at 50 to max on the equity because we don't want to chase properties that don't have any equity. So once we input all of these, we're just going to click apply. And as you can see here, we've got 9 different properties that fit that criteria. And if you wanted to keep that criteria and change it up, you can say, all right, let's say I wanted to look in, let's say, Atlanta. Same thing. We came on here and we've got some properties that fit that criteria as well. And let's say we wanted to go into, let's say, Houston. There's 12 properties. See, so the cool thing about pre-foreclosure is it's not a very big list, so it's very manageable. But what you can do is you can download these records. You could take them. You can contact them. You can reach out to them via text. You can call them. Or you can even go knock on their door and offer them a solution. But the great thing is with this software here, you can really go out and find an unlimited amount of distressed properties, and pre-foreclosure is just one of those options.